welcome to this video. In this video, we will discuss how to use ENVI-met and RayMan software for microclimate and thermal comfort modeling. And this is the introduction session. Uh, Purposes is simple: simulate microclimate and access the thermal comfort indexes. And there are two software. One is ENVI-met and second is RayMan. ENVI-met for 3D models and RayMan is point based. Okay, radius point based 1D model. Simple. Okay, this is the symbology and terminology we have used in this slide. Sorry, presentation. An overview of RayMan. Sorry, ENVI-met. ENVI-met is a 3D microclimate software. It models complex urban environment. Okay, using buildings, surfaces, and also okay. Sorry, this is the download and license setups. Okay, and you just click on this link and able to download. And you will also I have mentioned the in reference section there links. And this links is very important. How to set up the license, because I think in a student version there is um, up to 2 PC you can set up for science and 50 machines, and for businesses up to 5 machines. Okay, and this links is very important to set up the license. This is the dashboard of ENVI-met headquarters. This is the system license setup and about section. How open, just once we have take the subscription, we just open the license file with and able to set up and register on this machine. This is the complete dashboard for simulation part. Uh, Here is two important part. One is spaces and another second is NV guide. In spaces, the your model 3D model is here, and in NV guide is your simulation file. Okay, this is a model file and this is simulation file. Okay, this is the workspaces. For before run your simulation, you have to set up the folder sections where you have to import all these file. Okay, this is the dashboard view, and these are the steps you have to follow. Step 1 to create the models and digitize and 3D. Okay, create the 3D view of that site study area. Okay, and then this is simulation file. Second step is to create the simulation file, and third step to run the simulation using NV code. Okay, and fourth step to visualize the results, and fifth step to uh, and which is also a last steps to calculate the thermal comfort indexes using the ENVI-met. Okay, and we will go in the detail all these steps. First, NV spaces. This is the model creation steps. Okay, first how to create the model. Okay, just select your study site and save files. Okay, and digitize their building footprint. Okay, we can use arc and cube based on your preference. Okay, and then import this digitized footprint into the SketchUp for 3D model. Okay, then assign the building height, road. Okay, and then export this into ENVI-met format. I want to highlight this is the study site India. In my cases, India, the Uttarakhand, and they have the state, and this is the our state side. This is very simple. How we have digitized. This is just a SketchUp 3D view of my study site, and this is very important slide. This extension ENVI-met, the name of ENVI-met INX file for export a SketchUp file into the ENVI-met format dot INX format. Okay, assign the buildings and all. This is very simple, and vegetation also. You can give and the shifter point should define. Okay, how much the shifter you need, and move to the second steps and we guide, and you have to create the simulation file. Okay, with the file extension dot simx. Okay, load the simulation inx file, create a new simulation file, and define date and time and duration, how much time will run the simulation. 1 hour, 2 hour for trial, yeah, testing part we should run for 1 hour, and then on the basis of your requirement you can increase your time 12 hour, 14 hour, whatever. Okay, and weather input and a set time interval is very important. The part, how much interval you need, 5 minutes interval, data simulated data you will require after the simulation completed. Okay, 10 minutes interval. This is very important, so be careful about here on this putting this value. Okay, sorry, this is the general settings. Yeah, and we guide. Okay, optional section you should give all these parameters. Okay, all these 1 to 8 parameter. Okay, and third step is to run the simulation using NV code. Okay, there are two files will created dot edx and edt file. Okay, and fourth steps is to result and visualization section using the Leonardo feature which is built in ENVI-met. Okay, like this we will able to create and plot the graph. And fifth steps is to calculate the thermal comfort indexes using biomet. Okay, and assign the personal info and clothing value also. Okay, clothing value, this, and this is the dashboard. PET, UTCI, SCT we will able to calculate. And this is the last slide of ENVI-met. And this I have mentioned the important folder created, like with the name of atmosphere. In this atmosphere folder, we will get the data like air temperature, relative humidity, wind speed, MRT. Okay, and in radiation part, these are the data we will get, and similar to all this. Okay, and then move to the RayMan model. Okay, and comes to the RayMan part. This is the I have told you is very simple, and also and input requirement for RayMan, geographical at long, meteorological data, date and time we will also give. We should give personal data and with the clothing value also. Okay, this is the dashboard. Yeah, you can see easily see this date and time, geological, current data, and also. Okay, and output in this format. Yeah, okay, this is the output. Okay. This is the output element and comparison. You can see conclusion part. These are the references. Okay. And thank you so much.